everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time watching me, welcome. This video is my DeLulu Everything Vice haul back from March, and I'm so excited to get this video filmed. I've had my order for a couple of weeks now, and just having a chance to sit down and get started with it. I have opened this order and I have sniffed my things when I first got them a few weeks ago, but I haven't sniffed anything since, so it's kind of a new experience for me smelling these ones again to describe to you. If you do watch me, you know I try to do that on camera, but I was so excited to smell some of the ones in here, so let's go ahead and get started. Everything Vice is owned by the wonderful and fabulous, immensely artistically talented Lulu Haggerty. And Lulu, let me see what city she's from. She's from Lapeer, Michigan. At least that's what her shipping label says. She's up in Michigan, the cold state where I don't think I would ever want to live. But Lulu and I have we've talked privately. I collaborated with her on a scent that was in this pre-order. She gave me some tips about Vegas when I went to Vegas in June for my birthday. And Lulu is just she's a fantastic, very kind person. So each order comes with some samples, which I have right here. I think she put one more thing in here for me, but I got a clam as a sampler, and then the one that we could pick two. I think this one is Superman ice cream, and she had a couple other ones that were available for us to choose from. But I got some souffles, some DeLulu bars, which were the big breakaway bars, and I got a few body care, body stuff. So each order comes with an invoice. I made 3 separate orders. So I have a little guy here that she's condensed on the one sheet. I think that's cute. This pre-order was open for a couple of weeks, and DeLulu is the name of it because it was just huge. I think the biggest pre-order that she's ever offered, and it has taken her a long time to get through it because it's just she offered us so much and she wanted to give us so much. But I'm curious to see what she's going to do next, because I know she has to take a break for a little while to do some family things, get some things together, regroup for what she's going to have coming down the road. I haven't really seen a lot of updates in Facebook for Everything Vice. My algorithm is off, like I said. I don't get some wax groups, and Everything Vice, unless I'm active in it constantly almost, Facebook doesn't show me stuff. So I'm just being transparent with that because there might have been an update from her that I don't know about. So I do apologize if she has said something that I'm not privy to. I did get in here, we have our little gift of a friendship bracelet that says DeLulu on here. You can see down here, there's no glare. And then this is her little, let's see what this is actually. It looks like a little notebook that says FOMO made me do it. And how do I get in here? Here we go. Okay, so this is FOMO. I haven't even looked at this. This is FOMO made me do it. Dear Ashley, thank you for your support and order. I hope you love everything I made for you. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. My messenger is always open for you. You may also email me. And then there is the information there. Love Lulu with her information. Then inside here we have thank you for your grace and patience. Please enjoy free shipping on your next purchase, which she did say she was going to give us free shipping, or she was going to give us something as a little thing in our order. This is a cute little these are stickers, I think. And of course, this is Val Kilmer from, I believe this is from, I'm Your Huckleberry. I think this is from, oh, what movie? I can see it right now. I have it downstairs. Oh my goodness. Tombstone. I think this is Tombstone. If I'm wrong with that, please tell me. It's been a while since I've seen Tombstone. But he looks, and I don't remember what character he plays either, but those cute little stickers there. And then I got free shipping, and FOMO made me do it. Sharing is caring. We love to see your vices. So that's that. And then we have the little friendship bracelet that's not cooperating coming out of the bag here. But there we go. There you can see a little bit better there. There's that little bracelet there, which is so cute. I really, really like that. Lulu offered a few scents that I believe they were not for necessarily charities, but some portion of the proceeds of the certain scents went to something. I remember that vaguely. Like I said, I'm relatively newer to Everything Vice, and I wanted to just sit down and do this video because I did get a good bit of stuff, and I am so super impressed with everything I've warmed so far that I purchased from Lulu. My previous video several months ago, I only really purchased 6 or 7 soufflés. And I've warmed through several of them, and I've thoroughly enjoyed them. So I've been looking forward to this. And enough about me yapping around. Let's just get into the wax. So I'm just going to grab and go. I'm going to start with the soufflés first because I have the most of those. And then I'll go into the DeLulu bars. And then do the body care stuff last. Okay. This first one is called Gilded. This is vanilla, sandalwood, and amber compared to commodity gold. Now, and on the back here, we have the sticker where it says Souf. She calls these souffle Soufs. 4 ounces, hand-poured in Lapeer, Michigan. And her pour date, she just puts the month and the year here, which is fine. That's what I do when I write on stuff anyways. So some of these higher end oils that she offered this past time, some of them I've smelled, some of them I've never smelled, but I purchased them just based on the scent notes. So Gilded's right up my lane because I have to showcase her talent here with the glitter. It smells like a beautiful mixture of vanilla, sandalwood, amber. I've smelled this before, actually. I don't remember ever having commodity gold in my life. I don't think I have, but I've smelled it either on someone or in a store or something. It's very nice. This is a gorgeous scent. It's addictive, actually. I can't stop sniffing it. This is vanilla with sandalwood and amber. Everything is blended together so beautifully. I mean, this is... Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. It's tough to describe it because, like I said, it's simple, but it's very... I don't want to say it's simple yet complex. That doesn't quite make sense. But it's just, if you have smelled sandalwood and amber and those kind of earthier ones, the vanilla in there does a beautiful job of sweetening that up and kind of making it a little bit creamy. I really like that one. This next one is Ariel, and this says collab with Courtney S, or maybe that's a G. I'm not sure. Sorry, Courtney, if you're a G or an S. I'm not quite sure. Ariel, cotton candy, watermelon, white cake, and salty sea air. This I've had from other vendors. I think everybody at one time pours a salty watermelon, a nice aquatic, refreshing, beautiful summer scent. And I love that picture of Ariel from The Little Mermaid on here. That just takes me back to my childhood. This smells nice too. The cotton candy, the white cake, the watermelon is all very much at the front. I don't get too much salty sea air. This is very creamy. It's a nice traditional, authentic cotton candy with a little bit of watermelon. I like that she didn't make it too salty because sometimes if you have a salty watermelon, at least in my opinion, the salty sea air can be too much too quickly. So this one here just has a little bit of glitter on it. I don't know. I'm not going to take these soufflés I'm not going to take them out to show you underneath them, but this one here, I'm anxious to get this one chopped up because we still have a little bit of summer left. It's hot here, even though I am craving fall scents. I want to melt my pumpkins and my apples, and I'm telling myself, no, Ashley, it's too soon. It's too soon. There's plenty of time for that. So Ariel, I think I'm going to put in my next Chop and Chat and get it going in my home and enjoy these last little days of summer. This next one is Greed, and this is compared to Greed Adventus, which is a cologne. This is Calabrian bergamot, pineapple, lemon, pink pepper, cedar, birch, and oak moss. So quite a complex scent. Let's see if I can describe it. I might not be able to describe it. This is beautiful though. It's bright and semi-fruity, but it's got a little bit of masculinity to it. It has a little bit of spiciness with that pink pepper. You can definitely smell the wood in here, the oak moss, the cedar. This is another addictive fragrance also. Man, does that smell nice. Thank you, Lulu, for offering these high-end fragrances. So now I can go out in the world and look and see where can I buy these to bring into my life somehow. This next one is Dauphine's Delight, and we have a picture of Kirsten Dunst. I think she's in her Marie Antoinette. I think that's from Marie Antoinette, the movie that she was in several years ago. This is Yum Pistachio Gelato, which I think this is, I can't remember the name of the fragrance company that this is a dupe of, but I actually have smelled this before from another vendor, and this is authentic. This is nutty pistachio. This is not cherry pistachio in any way. This is creamy, rich, authentic, true pistachio with a little bit of extra creaminess to it for that gelato. This is nice. This, to me, is a lighter scent, just naturally. I'm going to use this in my bathroom and my bedrooms. But who knows? It might be a powerhouse once I get it chopped up and warmed. I love pistachio, and I got this one knowing that it's a nice, creamy, authentic pistachio, and I don't have a lot of that in my wax collection, so that's why I grabbed that one. This next one is actually my very first order with Lulu a few months ago. One of her samples that she did, or maybe the sample that she did, was a little Stanley, a wax mold in the shape of a Stanley, and it was pink chiffon teddy, and that's what this one here is. I smelled that. I haven't warmed it yet because I've been hoarding it, but it was so strong and just amazingly fruity and nice punch to it, and I had to get it again. The notes here are raspberry blossoms, pink chiffon, and cotton candy. And for me, you know, I'm recently getting more into sweeter scents. I'm actually buying cotton candy, and I'm not really a cotton candy type of person, but it's smelling really good to me right now. You know, we all go through ebbs and flows of when we're, you know, melting stuff that we've never liked before, or we don't like this anymore that we used to like. And, you know, we all go through that. So I had to get pink chiffon teddy because it just blew me away, first of all, with the cute little Stanley. I love this beautiful pink here. But this, it's body care-esque because it does have that pink chiffon, but it's also perfumey too. The sweetness of the cotton candy plays well with the raspberry. This one's going to be really strong just because I can tell on cold just how these oils are just waiting to get warmed up. I know they are. So that one is going to be in my life pretty soon. I'll get that chopped up. Next one here. This one is a sticky situation on the beach. This is powdered donuts, creamy puffy marshmallow, amber, smoked vanilla, and beach nights type. And I absolutely love the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters on here. He is so stinking cute. This one here, when I first smelled everything, I remember this one being one of my favorite ones, just because it's not the beach nights that a lot of us are used to. It's a different take on it, and it's very smoky marshmallow and creamy. And just, this is delicious. Let's get this out of here. It's a nice, simple gray. You can really smell the powdered donuts in this. I really can smell the marshmallow, almost like the little bit of char on a marshmallow if you put it over a fire pit, if you're going to make a s'more. I can almost smell that. The creamy powdered donuts. I'm not getting too much beach nights, but I've never had Lulu's Beach Nights to know what hers is like. I'm going to get this one going too because this is just a nice end of summer segue into fall scent in my opinion. This, not only that, this was one of my standouts when I first sniffed this. So I'm happy I grabbed this one. This one I think I wasn't going to get, but it ended up in my cart somehow and I checked out. Okay, this next one is 80s workout tape. Who doesn't love a good 80s? I personally love the 80s. This is zucchini bread, sweet almond cake, butter croissants, cookies, and donuts. So bakery one. I've had several ones that aren't necessarily bakery, and I had to get a little bit of bakery in my life here. So this one here, oh yes. Oh yes. And I love the neon. I love that she coordinates back with her labels. Her labels match the wax scent. That is a little attention to detail. Putting the labels on the back here with all the information on each individual one. I absolutely love that. This, it's very creamy. It's very buttery. I really get the croissant. I get the almond. I get a little bit of zucchini bread, but it's not spicy. It's a very creamy, rich zucchini bread. This one is going to be chopped up pretty soon too, because this is just a nice sweet cake and very carb heavy. That smells delicious. Smells delicious. You're blowing it out of the water so far, Lulu. This next one is called Sad Girl. This is black amber, lavender, sugarcane, coconut milk, vanilla orchid, and white musk. I don't know exactly what Sad Girl is, but lavender and coconut milk and orchid is what grabbed me because I absolutely adore lavender and coconut milk. So I thought this one would be pretty good too. Let's see what this one's like. This one is just like a greenish concrete color maybe. This one is tough to describe. It's very, very pretty though. I'm getting a little bit of orchid, a little bit of lavender, a little bit of musk, not so much coconuts. This one's tough to describe, but it's a beautiful, complex one. And those ones are usually really tough to put into words, at least for me. I could sit here and try to describe it when I wish I could just do this and you could smell it. So wouldn't that be cool if that's what our technology has progressed to? But this is nice. I like this. That I think I'm going to save for fall. Not because you can't warm it now, of course, but just because it seems to be more of a crisp, brisk weather scent to me. I don't know. Maybe that's crazy. This next one is blush. I know this one is super duper popular. I got this one because of a few wax friends. This one is pink sugar, strawberry pound cake, vanilla bean Noel, and cotton candy. That's a classic scent. It's been poured all over the place. All vendors. This one is, I'm really getting a 50-50 of cotton candy and strawberry pound cake. This is very nice. It's sweet and creamy, and it's really authentic strawberry pound cake and cotton candy. I'm not getting too much pink sugar, but it also could be blending in with the cotton candy and the strawberry pound cake. But this is beautiful. I love that nice blush pink. I'm glad I got a souffle of that. I'm sure there will be several of these where I wish I got a bigger size, but next time. This next one is called Burning Desire. This one is very complicated. Kayali. That is who is the pistachio gelato one, I'm pretty sure. This one is compared to Kayali Burning Cherry Love Fest, which I've never smelled before. We have another Kirsten Dunst photo on here. This one has a lot in it. This is bergamot, raspberry, black cherry, rose damascene essence, jasmine, some sambac, heliotrope, praline, palo santo, guaiac, patchouli, Peru balsam, tonka bean, vetiver, Haiti essence, and embretolide. I don't even know what that is. This one's probably not even going to be talked about because it's complex. This is similar to Lost Cherry from Tom Ford, at least to me. If you like that nice, deep, rich cherry, but it's a grown-up cherry. It's not a cherry pie filling or a cough drop or artificial cherry or maraschino. This is an adult, grown-up cherry, and I like it. I'm just going to leave it at that. I really can get the underlying cherry, but given that there's 3 lines worth of fragrance notes in here, I'm not even going to attempt because that one is, I'm not smart enough for that one. I have some more DeLulu bars down in here. I'm just trying to get everything together. Okay, this next one I had to get because I've seen so many people in the group talk about. This is the Velveteen Rabbit. So this one I think was around last time too, and I didn't grab it because I was just new, and I only grabbed ones I think I would really like, and I had to experiment this time and get different ones. So Velveteen Rabbit, beautiful blue as you can see. This is fresh cut grass, blackberry sugared violets, and clean cotton. I absolutely love fresh cut grass. I use it all the time in my home, and whenever I'm up for customs with other vendors, I usually have a grass scent in there. I love grass stuff. It makes me happy. It makes me think of spring and summertime, and not hot weather like we're having right now, but just cooler weather, but warmer, if that makes sense. Not 100, maybe 85. So this here, I know this is one of her most popular scents. I'm getting creamy grass, a little bit of clean cotton, but I wouldn't say this is a laundry scent. It doesn't have enough of the clean cotton in here. It's more like fresh sheets that you just took out of the dryer, where they're clean, but they don't scream of laundry detergent, if that makes sense. Or even sheets that you dry outside. If you have a clothesline outside to dry, it might even smell like that. So not mine even, it does kind of smell like that. So I like this one. This is an all year scent it to me, but I would actually melt this a lot in the spring because I seem to kick off the beginning of spring with a lot of grass scents. So maybe that one will wait, get nice and cured up for springtime. Oh, this one's my blend. This is A Fortunate Accident. So this is Serendipity, Vanilla Pound Cake, and Zucchini Bread. And down here at the bottom, it says Customer Collab Ashley O. That's me. This is a scent. I was actually talking to Lulu, and when she posted her pre-order request list or whatever, for some reason, I got talking to Lulu privately about Serendipity or something like that. I love Serendipity. Serendipity is vanilla and coconut and cherry. It's such an underutilized oil in my opinion. I absolutely love it, and I love that Lulu offers several blends with it in it. So this one here, I thought, that's beautiful there. The marbling, the glitter. I really like this. Somebody posted the other day in the Everything Vice group that this one throws very, very, very well. So I'm going to chop this one up and get this one going because, I mean, I love all of these. I mean, Vanilla Pound Cake is nice and rich and buttery and creamy, and Zucchini Bread is always a winner in my book. And Serendipity with Zucchini Bread, it's been a little while since I've had that together. And why I called it A Fortunate Accident is that's what Serendipity is. It's a fortunate accident, something that shouldn't happen. It happens accidentally, but it ends up benefiting everybody. So I was actually also talking to her about the movie Serendipity with Kate Beckinsale and John Cusack, which is a cute movie from the late 90s or early 2000s, somewhere in there. I watched it a ton when I was in college. And John Cusack is one of my favorite actors. He's so adorable in most of the roles he plays. So I thought of Serendipity and the name of that oil and A Fortunate Accident. So that one is going to be chopped up pretty soon. I'm really happy with this one. It's nice and creamy, a little bit cherry bakery, but also a little bit of heavy, creamy bakery with that pound cake note. That's great. Okay, let's see. Next one is I Drool for Mid-Drool. I Drool for it's this date. This is compared to Sticky Dates by Lush. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I haven't bought a lot of dates in my life, so I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. Mid-Drool. But this one comes double bagged. Let's see. This is so good. Compared to Sticky Dates by Lush. This truly smells like a date. There's a I don't want to call it a protein bar company, but there's a bar company, and I don't remember right now the name off the top of my head, but they use a lot of dates in their recipes versus putting a ton of sugar. Dates are some of the sweetest things out there in nature. So dates just naturally smell sweet and creamy, and just if you've never smelled a date, I don't really know how to tell you where to smell a date at, but you can buy dates in the grocery store in the same area as the raisins and the prunes and stuff. Get a bag of dates. I mean, they're really good for you. They just got they have a lot of sugar in them. So you can smell that in here. It's authentic date. And I've never smelled, I've never smelled Sticky Dates by Lush, but now I want to go get the real thing. Maybe it's one that's discontinued. The Lush that's here in my state is an hour away, and I didn't get to go to Lush when I was in Vegas because the only time I was around one was right before they closed for the night, and I didn't have a chance to go back, so I didn't get to buy any Lush stuff when I was in Vegas. But this next one is called Midnights. This is pink berry and tonka, blackberry and sugared violets, and vanilla bee noel. This one's going to be super strong because those first two oils are really strong, in my opinion. Ooh. Yes, they are. Midnights. Okay. This is gorgeous, first of all. That beautiful marbling and there's a little bit of glitter on top. What I'm smelling in here is pinkberry and tonka is it's a strong oil. It's kind of tough to describe, but it's kind of perfumey. I wouldn't quite call it body care, but this could be something that you wear on your body. This reminds me of pink chiffon-ish, kind of, but it's much heavier. It's much richer. I like this. I like blackberry sugared violets too. This is just, it's tough to describe. Lulu has some difficult fragrances out there that's tough to put into words, in my opinion, like I talked about earlier. At least for me, tough to put into words, but I'm trying my best, guys. This next one is Coraline, or Coraline. I think it's Coraline. This is PB&J, banana nut bread, zucchini bread, and vanilla ice cream. This one. I think Coraline is a movie or a cartoon or animated film, something like that, if I remember right. Come on. Some of these bags really like to stay closed. This is nice. This one, you get banana nut bread, creamy. You get a little bit of PB&J, and I don't know if this is PB&J Bath & Body Works or another version of it, but to me, the PB&J from Bath & Body Works has a little bit of honey in it, because a lot of people put honey on their peanut butter. I never did. My husband does. I don't understand it, but hey, I guess I shouldn't knock it till I try it, but it's just, peanut butter is already sweet enough for me. Putting honey on it just has never appealed to me. But I smell a little bit of honey in here, and I love the smell of honey. Like, I love honey. I love the smell of honey, and it's great in tea. It's great when you have a sore throat. It's great for allergies. It's great all around. I mean, I have local honey downstairs in my cupboard that I should be putting in some tea at night, but I'm not, so I'm just being honest. But I love the smell of it, and to me it translates over into wax realistically. It doesn't have an artificial note or anything, but I'm smelling the honey, and I'm definitely getting that nice rich creamy walnuts from the banana nut bread. I'm not getting too much zucchini bread because this is very creamy. All these things together, it's just a beautiful marriage. I really like this one. I'm glad that I took a chance on the PB&J because I think I've smelled the PB&J candle from Bath & Body Works, and that's the only one that I have it to compare to. And I really wasn't crazy about it because even though I love the smell of honey, it just didn't translate over well to me. I know a lot of you guys love the Bath & Body Works PB&J, so this one, it smells great because you do have the banana nut portion in there. You have the creaminess from the zucchini bread. That's a great scent. That'll be a great blender to have going with something complimentary or just warming on its own. This next one is called Grounding Earth. This is patchouli, santal, tonka, rose, and cyclamen. I'm not even sure what that last one is, but I had to get this because I saw several of you in the group talking about it, and I love a good patchouli scent. And Lulu had she had a huge, massive, just wheelhouse for all of us. I mean, literally everybody could find something that they wanted and that they liked. And for me, this one here, I love a good earthy scent. I feel connected deeply to our planet. I feel connected to the universe, and I love smelling earthy things to just make me feel that connection even stronger. This here is patchouli. This smells like patchouli. This scent isn't for everybody, but if you do like this niche in earthy, in even, I wouldn't call this incensey, but there's patchouli used in incense. If you like those types of things, or you like to use oils on your bodies, or you know, I think there's a show, I don't remember the name of it, but it's about people who live off the grid. Maybe it's Live Free or Die, I think. My husband used to watch it. I just remember one of the husband and wives that was on there, they lived completely off the grid. And she would use oils, and that was how she fragranced herself, was she would make and infuse oils. And this just reminds me of something like that. Like if I was in that situation, I would probably smell like patchouli all the time. So that's just my little interpretation of this and how it makes me feel. But you know, scent is so personal, and scent is supposed to make us be, in my opinion, what I've learned over my life, just being as obsessed with home fragrance as I am. I feel that scent, and as one of our senses, is supposed to make us connect deeply to memories. Good memories and bad memories, and hard memories and wonderful memories, scary, happy, and ones you want to relive again, and ones you never want to think about again. That's just something that scent does. And I feel that made me think of that television show and those people I didn't even know. But it also makes me think about our planet and Earth and the beautiful mystery that our world is. So that's just me. But sometimes I can be a little bit of a deep person, and that's always something I've carried with throughout my life. And now as adult, I've embraced it a little bit more as I was growing up, and you know, going through being bullied and not fitting in. It was much tougher for me. But now, like, this is something that I would wear this on my body. Like, I don't like to fit in. I like to be my own person. This is something that isn't for everybody, but it's a beautiful fragrance if you like these things. I guess that's where I'm going with that. So that's enough deep for today. Let's see. This next one is the Spicy Queen. This is compared to Kayali's Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. And we have Marie Antoinette, Kirsten Dunst again. This one here, I'm not quite sure the scent notes truly of this one. I just bought most of these blind because I know Kayali, or if I'm saying that even right, I'm not sure. I know it's a great fragrance house, and a lot of people like her, I don't want to say her stuff, but like the stuff from that line. But this is, it's a little bit spicy. It is. This has a little bit of spice to it from that pink pepper. I'm going to have to buy pink pepper and have it in my spice cabinet downstairs, and even see when do you use pink pepper, because I'm seeing pink pepper in more and more fragrances, not just wax and home fragrance, but just even fragrances that I'm looking to wear, perfumes and body things. Pink pepper. It's got a little bit of, it's not spicy like cinnamon. It's just a little, ooh, this is gorgeous. This is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I love that pink too. That's beautiful too. So this one here, Spicy Queen. Okay. Antique Rose. I had to get this one because I absolutely love rose. I think this is pretty straightforward rose, but I had to get it because I love roses. This antique rose, that is a beautiful description because this does smell, it doesn't smell maybe as fresh flowers or walking into a florist, but this smells like a rose that has been around for a while. It doesn't smell old or rotty or anything like that. That's not what I mean, but just you got to have a little bit of imagination with this type of stuff, I think. A rose that has been around the block a few times, experienced life, and has Beauty and the Beast. When Belle goes into the castle for the first time and discovers the wing where the rose is. That is how I would imagine something like that smells, because it's been there eternal. It's been there until the spell was cast into his 21st year. So it's been there for, I mean, this might be completely hogwash, and I'm just talking, but to me, it's rose, but it has something else in it. It's antiqued. We'll leave it at that. These are tough. I'll tell you something. These are tough blends to describe. I mean, I didn't even think about sitting down. It's about, you know, sometimes when I do my videos, I think about, oh, maybe I should talk about this, or describe this one, this or this. This one, I just literally sat down and hit record and just started going. So if I seem a little off tonight, I'm sorry. These are tough to describe. And I've always said, even if I'm talking about other vendors with resort blends or Vegas Disney blends or whatever, they're tough. They're really hard. So that also just shows Lulu's confidence in her blending and her confidence to offer not just bakery and not just fruity. I really appreciate that as a consumer, that I know that she's got all this in her back pocket, that I can get different things from her. I really appreciate that as a consumer. This next one is Santal Embrace, compared to Kayali Wedding Velvet Santal. This is jasmine petals, tea leaves, white musk, cedar wood, benzoin, not sure what that is, and sandalwood. So this one here is Marie Antoinette again. There must have been a Marie Antoinette theme that I didn't pick up on, but this one here, I smell sandalwood, I smell jasmine, I smell cedar, I smell musk. This is gorgeous. That's a gorgeous scent. It's creamy. It's that's tough. It's nice though. Here's my body stuff, which I'm not, she has these, I'll just show you. This is Antique Rose, for example. I just talked about that one. This is body spray, and they come all taped up here and all of those things. I'm not going to do that on camera because that'll take forever. But these are her body sprays, fast drying, gluten-free, sulfate-free, 2 ounces, made with love. This is what they look like here. And the next one I have here is Bondi Vibes, which I have Bondi Vibes in the big bars to talk about. This is a Way, O-U-A-I, Way. That's a hairline, a body line, which smells gorgeous. I got that in this Bondi Vibes because that's their original fragrance. Their signature fragrance, I should say. This next one is Gilded, and I had Gilded that I just talked about somewhere in this souffles. Gilded was one of the first ones I think I talked about. I got that one. And the next one here is Dry Oil in Dauphine's Delight, which I actually have right on here on top. This is the Pistachio Kayali Pistachio Gelato one. This is Dry Oil. I absolutely love dry oil. Lightweight hydration, long-lasting fragrance, all of those things like that. I never used oils so much in my life on my body until the last couple of years. And I absolutely love when a vendor offers body stuff. This next dry oil is Crystal Healing. Now, Crystal Healing, Lulu told me, is a very expensive oil, and she only offered it in the body stuff. I would have got it in wax, but she only offered it in body. I don't remember what the scent notes are for this, but it's something that just is spiritual to me and makes me feel connected, kind of like the ones I talked about earlier today. That's a dry oil. And this last dry oil here is Mistress Noir. Don't remember what that one is either, but just wanted to show you the bottles and the labels and all of that fun stuff. And this one here is a Spray Me Eau de Parfum. I don't know if this is a sample or what this is. I think it is. It doesn't smell like anything outside. Sometimes they do, but this is a little Spray Me, a little travel size. I'll have to look into that a little bit more. She also threw some extra bags in here for our convenience in case there was any abuse during shipping and handling. Let's see. Next, I have one more souffle right here. Ooh, one more souffle. Rockabilly Wedding with Billy Idol, my man Billy Idol on there. This is maraschino cherry, almond macaron, and wedding cake. So I love cherries. I love maraschino. I love that beautiful marbling. This smells like gorgeous, authentic maraschino cherry with that rich cake. Rich cake. A little bit of almond. Cherry and almond go together so well, in my opinion. Love Rockabilly Wedding. Okay, I have my DeLulu bars here, which is this next stack right here. These are the ones I thought I would absolutely, positively love. So I got the bigger size in these ones. This first one is Oudgasmic. This is Kayali Oudgasmic Rose Oud. So rose I absolutely love, and oud, wood, I absolutely love. So I got the big one here. This is pear, lemon, geranium, Bulgarian rose, peony, vanilla Madagascar, cashmere, wood, and oud. So very earthy, very creamy, a little floral. This is gorgeous. Oud is a rich wood. It's more masculine smelling to me than I would say Palo Santo. I love oud. It blends beautifully with things, but you get a little bit of peony, you get rose, you get a little bit geranium. I have geraniums outside right now. They're in between their next cycle of flowers, so they're in their green stage right now. But I love that one. I'm glad I got a big one here. This next one is one of her most popular fragrances, and I think people talked about this one a lot, so that's why I went right for the big size. This is Courtesan, and this one is White Musk, Jasmine, Orange, Blossom, Sandalwood by Julie E. So I don't know if this was a blend that Julie E made or collaboration or something, but Courtesan, White Musk, Jasmine, Orange Blossom, and Sandalwood. This one... oh, it's so different. This is jasmine and orange blossom, and it's I can't even describe this. It's a beautiful fragrance, but it's so complex. It's rich, it's deep. You get a little bit of musk and jasmine. That's so nice. I love jasmine. Bondi Vibes. This is Ways North Bondi. This is bergamot, apple blossom, raspberry, Italian lemon, patchouli, sandalwood, white musk, rose de mai, and jasmine and violet. This is Bondi Vibes. Now, Way is a hairline. Oh, I used to remember the lady who started Way. She used to be the hairdresser, or maybe still is, for the Kardashians. And she branched out and she started with leave-in conditioner and hair products. And I got a sample, and I used to get beauty subscription boxes like Birchbox and Etsy and those things. And I got a sample of her leave-in conditioner, her very first product. And I absolutely fell in love with that fragrance. And I didn't know what it was for a long time until I started reading into it. And then when I saw that Lulu was offering Way stuff, I thought, man, I'm going to ask her if that's their signature fragrance. So with a little bit of sleuthing around and Google, I figured out that North Bondi is actually their signature fragrance. So I was so happy I went right for the big one. This one it's good. It's clean, it's crisp. It has a little bit of floral to it, but it's a little bit creamy at the same time. It's a little bit fruity. This is tough to describe, but Way is a really good line. I love the leave-in conditioner. It's beautiful, it's strong, it's long lasting, and I have no doubt that this oil is going to smell like that too. Oh man, so nice. I'm going to actually get this going now because this is a summery, you know, pep you up kind of a scent. I love that one. I'm going to stretch out my leg here. Okay. This next one is Cannes Retreat. A sophisticated blend of citrus, black currant, soft florals, vetiver, sandalwood, and amber, sure to whisk you off your feet to the French Riviera. Compared to Oribe, or Oribe, however you say his name, Côte d'Azur, which is his signature fragrance too. And when I saw this, I about screamed, because where I used to go get my hair done before my hair girl, which I've been going to for almost 9 years, she now is in her own business. She works for herself now. But her last shop where she was, they used Oribe or Oribe, however, they use that, and they use Kerastase. So I've been used to higher end hair products for several years. I used to actually use Kerastase back in the day, and I love Kerastase's fragrances. No matter what line you're using throughout their line, they all smell fantastic, as does Oribe. That's how I say it. And you can actually buy this fragrance. He has a couple ones. You can actually buy it as a perfume, and I almost did, and I thought the next time I go, I'm going to buy a bottle of it because it's just absolutely gorgeous. But then Kaylee left, and I never went back there again because I don't have a reason to. But this one here is it. You do smell like you're in a very rich place, almost like a conservatory where there's millions of flowers around you, just beautiful blossoms, and you walk into something. This actually kind of reminds me, if you've ever been to Vegas not the Venetian, excuse me, and the Bellagio, how that's super duper rich, modeled off of Italian or whatever European country it is. The courtyard where they have all of their flowers, or they flowers are their things. Like that is their theme, is flowers. There's gorgeous arrangements and flowers everywhere from the ceiling. Everything is done fresh daily except their exhibits that they have. There's a room, their courtyard, you walk into it and you're blasted in the face with a fragrance. You can actually buy the fragrance. I think they change it quarterly. You can actually buy the fragrance in their gift shops there. This reminds me of something that you're graced with when you're looking at flowers, or it's just you're smelling like this is a very high-end resort type smelling thing. And you have to think, like, it also fragrances hair too. And this, I can't even describe to you. It's a little bit, like I said, fresh, a little floral, a little creamy, a very, very rich, very sophisticated. I absolutely adore this scent, because some of the ones I've bought that are the dupes, like the Commodity Gold and the Kayali, I haven't smelled a lot of those, but these ones I have, so I feel a little bit more comfortable now talking about that one. So this one here is Turmeric Spiced Latte. This is Lush Turmeric Latte, which I haven't smelled before, but this is described as warming tonka and vanilla. I love tonka. I love turmeric. This turmeric is a warm spice. It's used a lot in Indian cooking. It's used in chai a little bit. It's used mostly, I take it for anti-inflammatory as a supplement in my life. That's most of the time. It's the gold color that is used in Indian cooking to make food gold. It's delicious. I love turmeric. It's warm spice. This smells like creamy turmeric with a little bit of vanilla. That's what that smells like, and I'll leave it at that. This next one is Pink Box Donuts. This is another one that Lulu offered because of me, because we talked about pink frosted cake, and I love pink frosted cake. And I think my very first experience with her earlier this year, I bought the Queen's something with SPC, and I think that has pink frosted cake in it. And I just told Lulu, anything pink frosted cake, I love pink frosted cake. So we just got talking about pink box donuts and in Vegas, because Lulu used to live in Vegas a while ago. That's why we were talking about it. So this here is powdered sugar, raspberry jam filled donuts, and pink frosted cake. So this one here, I can't wait to get this warming, because oh, you can really smell the raspberry jam filled donuts, that powdered sugar. Like, put your nose down in a box of powdered sugar donuts, and that's what you're graced with. I can get a little bit of the pink frosted cake. That's just yellow cake with strawberry frosting, but that really comes alive on warm. Like, this is going to be so scrumptious. I can't wait. And I love that she layered this. Like, you can see the brown and the pink. I mean, Lulu's attention to detail is amazing. I really have to compliment her so much on these things. Now, this next one I've warmed a little bit of, because like I said, I've had this order. This is Strawberry Cow, and this one is Strawberry Cow and Strawberries Art by Penelope, age 13. So somebody, one of her friends or family or something, that somebody drew that, a little girl drew that, and she put it on here, and I think that is so cute. I don't remember if this is one where, I don't know. Unless I'm getting it confused with another vendor, I'm pretty sure that she had ones where a little bit of the proceeds went to something. I think so. I don't know if this was one of the scents. I just bought this because it's a strawberry blend. This is sweet strawberries, frozen sweet cream, strawberry cupcake, and vanilla cake cone. I had to get this one going because I love strawberry. This is gorgeously authentic strawberry. It smells a little bit like a mixture of strawberry jam and fresh picked strawberries. It is just boom in your nose strawberry. This performs beautifully. I had this in my bathroom warmer and in my bedroom hot plate. Performs beautifully. I love this. I can't wait to finish melting this because it's creamy. It's nice. It has that nice cake component to it. It's got a little bit of sweetness. I love that one. So coming down to the end here, guys, I have my few samples, and Lulu does put on her, it does seem like she puts on here, thank you, please enjoy your free gift, these little stickers here. This is Turon with a twist. This is a Filipino dessert made with caramelized banana, brown sugar, and jackfruit, wrapped in flaky phyllo dough, layered with butter and sugar crystals and vanilla ice cream and caramel drizzle. Oh my gosh. So good. Bananas and caramel and vanilla ice cream. You can't go wrong. Yep. That smells good. Where it's a little bit different is you have that jackfruit, which I've never eaten jackfruit. I've seen it. I've never eaten it. I don't know what it smells like. But Filipino dessert, I mean, they cook with a lot of fruits that we don't have really in our country accessible like they do in Asia. I mean, especially if my aunt married a man from the Philippines, and the durian fruit, if Lulu will know what that is, the durian fruit is a fruit that smells like rotting flesh, but it's a delicacy over there. So there's different things that is in their cuisine, and jackfruit has to be one of them because it's hotter over there. It grows over there a little bit more, I think. So that might be what I'm smelling in here, but I'm getting caramelized banana, and I'm getting nuances of vanilla. I'm getting a little bit of cake. I like this. I do like this. That's going to go into my warmer pretty soon because I love samples just for that reason. So jackfruit. It's sweet. Yes, I like that. This next one is a sample, or excuse me, a free gift. This is I'm Your Huckleberry with Val Kilmer. This is vanilla ice cream, huckleberry jam, and waffle cone. This one here, I love huckleberries, actually. Any type of rich, deep berries. This really smells like huckleberry. A huckleberry compared to a blackberry It's got a little bit more of a, I don't want to call it an artificial scent, but it doesn't have as nice deep sugar smell and richness and as bold of a scent as a blackberry has. This is a little bit more lighter and has it's got a little bit of a different scent profile to it. But nonetheless, it's a berry, and this is going to be beautiful when it gets warmed up with that waffle cone and that vanilla. Oh, I can't wait. So this next one here, this is actually a clam that I bought. This is Buffy G. This is Vanilla Bee Noel, Sugar Cookie, and Bartlett Pear. I think Buffy is a person that's in her group, actually, even though this is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Sarah Michelle Gellar. I've never seen an episode of that show in my life, so I don't know what I'm missing out, but I know it was on for a crazy long time. I just never got into that type of stuff. But Buffy G, I think, if it's who I'm thinking of, I think that's what this is named after. This is Bartlett Pear and Cookie. Pear Bakery is beautiful. It has a nice little creaminess to it and richness to it. Because if you think about a pear, they're very creamy, you know, very sweet. The flesh is a little bit grainier, but it's got a beautiful fragrance to it. And that's what this smells like, Pear Bakery. And pear isn't all that common in wax, so there's that one. And then let's see here. I have one more here. Bougie Boudoir. Pink berry and tonka, cashmere plum, and a hint of vintage wood. This one I thought was interesting because of the plum and the wood. And I just gravitate to stuff like that has those types of notes in it. Oh, yes. That is absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous. This smells plummy and woody, and it's gorgeous. That pink berry and tonka is so strong, but this cashmere plum is a gorgeous oil. I love it. I have a couple other blends from other vendors with it, and it's beautiful. It's creamy, it's velvety, it's got a little bit of plumminess to it, and that wood, I really like this one. That's going to go in my melting tote now. And we're down to the samples here. This one is Turkish Delight, 1 ounce wax melt. Turkish Delight is, I don't know if you can really see that. That is a candy that's in Europe. I've never had it, but maybe one of these days I will. Let's see. Oh my goodness. This smells like baklava to me, even though I know it's not baklava. It's got some of those similar, like it has a nuttiness to it. It has phyllo dough, it has honey. It smells kind of like that. It has like a flakiness to it, like with the phyllo dough. I know it's crazy, but if you bake, I used to work in a coffee shop, a donut bagel coffee shop where I was a barista, and they made baklava. They made a ton of stuff, so I got to know what some of these things smell like when they're being prepared. So the youthful part of me goes right back to the donut shop where I worked for so many years. This next one's Island Cake. Island Cake. I think this was one of the samples that I picked. This has mango. It smells like mango, papaya, pineapple, maybe a little bit of orange, but it's that type of fragrance, those notes, which I like this. Sometimes mango and I aren't the best of friends in wax, but I'll try this. It's just a small size. We'll see how it goes. And this next one is Superman Ice Cream. I know she made these early on. She posted pictures in her group. These cute little ice cream scoops in a little cup like you get at the ice cream parlor. How cute. I don't remember exactly the notes that's in here, but I've seen Superman ice cream in ice cream parlors, and it's kind of geared for kids. But I guess, I mean, when my husband and I went up to Yellowstone earlier this year to help open up his family's cabin, we stopped at an ice cream parlor, and my husband, 45-year-old husband, got bubblegum ice cream. And I looked at him, and I'm like, are you serious, Marty? Bubblegum ice cream? Like, who gets bubblegum that isn't a kid? But it might be good. I didn't want to taste it. I didn't taste it. But bubblegum. This is fun and beautiful and bright and very, very fruity. Very, very creamy. So that is... that's my order. Thank you for sticking with me through this video. I apologize for being a little, I don't want to say flighty, but just some of these threw me for a loop, and I'm trying my best to explain to you how these are smelling to me. So thank you so much, Lulu, if you're watching. For this pre-order, you went above and beyond, and I can't wait to see what you have for us next. So hope everyone has a beautiful weekend. I almost said stay warm, stay cool, and I'll see you soon.